Next movement we have is this is a plate loaded vertical. This is a plate loaded lat pull down. So this is single hand, meaning single hand, plate loaded lat pull down. This is an isolated movement. So once again, like I was talking about, because it's isolated, the machine is keeping me, I can't go out here. Don't really have a lot of range of motion. The machine will have me do the motion correctly. But since it's plate loaded and it's machine, it's assisted. I mean, this is slightly easier. I'm getting help from the machine compared to free weight. So, the great thing about isolated movements is one, you have more control because you have the assistance. Two, the movement is guided. Meaning that I can't go here and there. Adding with the control, the movement's guided, meaning it's easier for me to target the muscle. I have to worry about less things. A free weight movement, I have to worry about keep myself stable, doing this, doing that. A machine, it's guiding me. All I have to do is focus on the muscle. Now, because it's guided and because you have assistance, it is slightly easier. You don't get as much strength as doing a compound movement. So the sequence of it, I always do my compound movements first. One, they'll build me the most strength, they're the most explosive, and they're the hardest to do, they're the most taxing. I'll be tired. This is slightly easier. Yes, it's still challenging because it is plate loaded, but the machine's assisting me, so I'll do it second. Last, but certainly not least, we have a time under tension movement, AKA the lat pull down. So this is a cable lat pull down. Why is it a cable lat pull down? There's a cable involved. So we're gonna grab it. This is gonna be the most assisted workout, meaning that the cable is doing a lot of the work for us. Because it's assisted, we want to slow down the movement. This is a cable movement or also time under tension movement. To make this workout effective, you have to slow it down because the whole point is to have time under tension. And last but not least, I like to have my time under tension movements at the end of my workout because it is the easiest. It is the less taxing on my body because with compound movements and isolated movements, I'm probably gassed right here. Overall, this whole entire video was one, to explain what a workout split is, how to see an effective workout split, and how to sequence your workouts. With all this information, you can have a great workout plan to get the results you deserve. If you have any more questions, type in workout, and I'll send you my in-depth guide. Moving to the chest, a great compound movement for your chest is gonna be the bench press. So we're on a bench and we're pressing, which is why it's called a bench press, to target our chest. Beautiful compound movement. Working, you have your chest working, you have your shoulders working, and you have your triceps working. So you have 3 muscle groups working, which is what the compound and movement or free weight movement, because it's not in a machine, you have free weight to go back and forward, which, like I said, 1, it does help you improve more strength, but 2, you do have more of a risk of injury because there's nothing really to keep you in line besides yourself and stability. So bench press is a great movement to start your chest in a compound movement. Is this the only compound movement? No. But this is one of the S tier movements. You can do dumbbells, that's still free weight, but in terms of ultimate strength and trying to max out how much performance, you get out of the bench press. So, next movement we're going into an isolated movement for our chest. A lot of times the machine will have the name of it, on the side, like I just showed before. But let's say I didn't have that. Let's think about what's happening. Well, one, I'm isolated because I'm in the machine. It's isolating my movements. We're pressing, and this is plate loaded, it's not cable. So this is probably an isolated, plate loaded chest press. Now, the press is going lateral, or the press is going up. So this is probably an isolated lateral incline chest press. Right, isolated, the machine, it's isolated. I'm pushing lateral, it's hitting my chest. Isolated lateral chest press. So, for this movement, I'm gonna make sure that my chest is up. I'm isolated, meaning that I can't really, once I'm locked in position, I can't really go forward, I can't go back. The machine is guiding my movement. That's the isolation. It's guiding my movement. I can't go here, I can't go here, I can't do this or that. My hands are stuck together and it's isolating my movement. It's the isolation. Incline, because I'm pressing, incline, it's my chest and it's a press. Isolated, incline, chest press. Now this movement is a great movement for your incline chest, but also too, the reason why I love doing isolated movements after my compound movement is because this is more assisted. It's isolated. I'm using less strength, and because it's isolated, I'm having assistance, I can move slower to feel more interactions, to get more engagement in my muscle. When we talk about tempo, I'll go a little bit more in depth. When you have a compound movement, it's very explosive. Compound movements are typically 1, 2, 3, 4. The reason why I wouldn't want to have that tempo on an isolated movement like this is because the machine's already helping me. I don't have to explode because it's not free weight. I'm not really going completely 100% versus gravity. I have assistance. Because I have assistance, I need to slow down the movement. I'm already getting assistance. You're already getting help. So we can, instead of doing a 1, we can go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We are slowing down the movement because we have assistance. Isolated incline chest press. Perfect thing, perfect movement for your upper chest, or just chest in general. Peace. If you guys like this in-depth analysis on the workouts, the names, how to do it in the tempo, type in workout and I give you my in-depth guide. Last but not least, this is one of my favorite time under tension movements for chest. And this is let me see, well there's a cable involved, so it's the cable. I'm targeting my chest and I'm doing a fly movement. So this is probably called a cable chest slide. Beautiful, beautiful time under tension movement. The reason why I like this movement so much is because it opens your chest. It's really that full range of motion that we're looking for. Now, especially when we're doing a full range of motion, we don't want a lot of tension, right, in terms of on our joints. So this cable movement is it's very much easier compared to doing, now you can do flies and other variations. You can do a dumbbell fly, but you're gonna have a little bit more strain because it's a free weight movement. Remember, free weight movements are gonna be a little bit more taxing. So an easier way to have a lighter movement with more of a stretch so you can focus on the stretch is doing a time under tension movement. Time under tension movements, the whole point of this workout is to have more time under tension, so the tempo is gonna be a lot slower. My time under tension movements are typically for 4 seconds. I like to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's 1. Very slow, very controlled, keeping the tension on my chest. 1, 2, 3, 4. That tempo is appropriate for a time under tension movement because I want more time under tension. Lastly, this is at the end of my workout. I already done a compound movement. I already done an isolated movement. By the time I get to a time under tension movement, I wanna go home, okay? I wanna go home. But we can slow it down. We can get just the final little bit of fibers into our workout, and this will complete a chest day. When people talk about how many workouts do I need, the minimum, remember, the minimum amount of workouts you would need is 1, a compound movement, 2, an isolated movement, and 3, a time under tension movement. If you have those 3 workouts, that's really all you need. Now, if you wanna add extra, do this, do that, sure. But those are the 3 things that you need in your workout split. Earlier in the video, we definitely talked about chest, we talked about back, but last but not least, we talked about legs. One of my favorites, okay? One of my favorite compound movements is barbell, just a barbell. And what we're about to do, we're about to squat. Barbell squats are my favorite compound movement. I like barbell squats more than bench press. I like barbell squats more than deadlifts, bent over rows. I started in the gym doing barbell squats. My first day at the gym, I remember like it was yesterday, 2013, and it was doing barbell squats. It was leg day. So that's probably why it's my favorite movement, because it's the first thing I did. A lot of people don't like barbell squats. It is a compound movement and a lot of things are involved. Squats is one of those movements where to do a squat correctly, there's a lot of things involved and a lot of people do it incorrectly. So I'm gonna go a little more in depth on this because a lot of people do fail to do this correctly. And barbell squats is one of amazing movements. One, yes, it's a free weight movement. Yes, it's a compound movement, but this is also a functional movement. Squatting is something, when a movement is functional, it means that you can do it in real life. I can squat in real life. If I want to carry someone, I can squat in real life. You want to be able to move. It's functional. A leg press, a bench press, that's not really functional. A push-up, you can do that in real life. You're not about to grab a bar and push. So that's the reason why I love squats. It is a functional movement. It is a compound movement. It is something that very much engages your core. A lot of people cannot squat correctly because they don't have enough core strength. So let's get right into it. One, we're gonna add an appropriate amount of weight. So first thing with barbell squats is, especially if this is your first time, try to do it with a very, very small amount of weight. You can even start with the barbell, or even before that, we're gonna start using our hands. So barbell squat, full range of motion. First things first, what I see people make mistakes in the movement is hand placement. When you look at the bar, which I'll show a diagram, when you look at the bar, there's ridges on the bar. You want your hands as equal as possible. I like to use my pinkies or my thumbs or my index finger as a reference. Is my index finger here? Is my index finger here? There's typically ridges or anything on the bar, but have something has a viewpoint. So one, I make sure my pinkies are on the same angle. Boom, boom, boom. Getting underneath the bar, I wanna make sure that my chest is up, right? I wanna make sure I'm properly balanced. I'm gonna step out. So now that my hands are in order or in place, second thing I wanna do is I want to look down. I wanna make sure that my feet are evenly apart. I don't want one foot out. I don't want one foot like this. I wanna make sure my feet are evenly apart. And then now we're gonna start the actual squatting motion. Remember, a squat is just like taking a seat. We're trying to imitate, and we're trying to have, just like we sit down on a chair, the same way. My chest is gonna be up, and I'm going to come down, 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 until I take my seat, and I'm going to come up. 1, 2, 3. Now, this is a compound movement. Compound movement meaning it's gonna be explosive. So what I wanna do, I want to come down, and I'm going to explode up. 1, I wanna come down, I'm gonna explode up. 2. When we go a little bit more in depth in terms of breathing, because remember I said, a squat takes core stability. I want to take a deep breath. I want to push out, exhale. Keep on exhaling, and we're gonna come up. The reason why we're exhaling, especially when we get to the bottom, is because we wanna keep our core tight. A lot of people, when they come down, they wanna take a breath. Taking a breath right here, it's going to loosen up my core. So then when they come up with a loose core, they wobble. We don't want that, especially not at the bottom. We want to take a deep breath, exhale. Now once we're coming back up, now we can breathe because the squat's almost over. Squatting is one of those movements that I will do until I can no longer do. Squatting is one of those movements where it's functional, meaning that whether I'm working out, not working out, I want to always make sure that I can function, right? I can always function. I have good knee strength, good joint strength. Doing this movement properly is going to strengthen a lot of things that we don't use all the time. So barbell squats, you will always see barbell squats in my movement till the day I die. I love this movement, compound movement, and I hope you guys can do this in workout. Now, if you guys like this in-depth analysis, this in-depth guide on what the workout is called, barbell squats. Why? We have a barbell and we're squatting. The tempo of it, 1, very explosive. How to breathe through it. If you guys like this in-depth guide, type in the workouts, and you can see a whole bunch of videos like this explain how to get it done. Type of workout for my in-depth guide. Okay. Going back into what a good workout or what an optimized and great workout split has. Every great workout split is going to have a compound movement for the desired muscle group. So for instance, a great compound movement for your back is bent over rows. So just like it says, I'm going to bend over and I'm going to row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is what a dream. Hey. So a great compound movement, or compound movements are always going to be in a great workout split. What is a compound movement? Well, compound meaning multiple and movement meaning we're moving. So compound meaning multiple muscle groups, multiple are moving. So the compound for the back, yes, the back is moving, but my arms are moving and my core is engaged. So it's hitting my back, I'm using my arms, I'm using my biceps to do this movement. That's why it's a compound movement. Multiple muscle groups are moving. Compound movements typically and mostly will be in a free weight type exercise. There's some compound movements that do have machines, but a lot of compound movements are also free weight movements. Why is it free weight? Because there's nothing attached to it. It's just me and gravity. Free weight means it's just me and gravity. There's no machine, there's no cable. It's free of anything. That was fun. So here at the gym, here at Empire Nation, and a very common question I get asked is, what is a good workout split? So what is a workout split first? Before we talk about what a good workout split is, let's talk about what a workout split is. A workout split is very simple. How do you split your workouts? So many ways you can split your workouts. You can split it by the day. So a 3-day split, a 4-day split, a 5-day split, so on and so forth. You can do the bro split, which is what that means is that every muscle group gets hit individually, right? You also have splits that are very popular, like upper body, meaning upper body, you train your upper body, then you train your lower body, and you train push, which is pushing movements, and then pull movements. So push, pull legs, right? These are all different types of splits of how you want to split up your workout. Now that we understand what a workout split is, how do we know if a workout split is good, right? Good, great, and optimized. So first thing we want to think about workouts is you want the workout to be completable, meaning that if you only have 30 minutes at the gym, I'm not going to pick something that's very, very long, right? The workout needs to be completable. 2, the workout split needs to correlate with what your goal is. Let me give you an example, right? If I want big legs, I need to be training legs at least twice a week. If I want a big chest, I need to be training chest at least 2 times a week, right? So when we talk about the bro split probably wouldn't be as effective to you because you're gonna be training every single muscle group 1 time a day. If you wanna grow in something, you need to train more frequently. So a lot of times people also want to copy somebody else's split. People ask me all the time, hey, what's your workout split? If my goal is to get a bigger back, I'm going to have multiple back days. If your goal is not to get a bigger back, you shouldn't be copying my split. Your split should always correlate with your goals. Now let's go even deeper. Let's say for example, you want to grow a big chest. So now you have 2 chest days. A part of your chest, you need to understand what part of your chest is missing. Is it your upper chest or is it your lower chest? Depending on the muscle group that's missing, you want to have more workouts that target the area. Another example, let's talk about legs. I want to grow big legs. So I have multiple leg days. I have 2 leg days or even 3 leg days. If I want big legs, but I'm missing quads, a lot of my leg movements should be quad focused to grow my quads. If I have multiple leg days and it's targeting hamstrings or it's targeting glutes, that's not gonna be an effective workout split. So let's summarize this. First of all, what is a workout split? A workout split is how you split your workouts. A good workout split is gonna fit into your time frame, right? It's also gonna correlate with your goals. If your goals have a big chest, have multiple chest days. If your goals to have big legs, have multiple leg days. A little bit deeper, so that's one, a good workout split will fit into your time. A great workout split will fit into your time, plus grow the muscles that you want. An optimal or the best workout split will fit into your time, grow the muscle you want, and target the muscles that you're missing in your split. Hopefully this video helps. And next video, I'll talk about how to select certain workouts to have the amazing workout split.